So, lesson 1.2 is all about adding polynomials, okay? And then subtracting polynomials. So, when we add polynomials, basically what you're going to do is drop the parentheses and then combine like terms, okay? And remember, you can only combine terms with the same variable expressions. And you add or subtract the numbers in front, which we call the coefficients. So when I look at the first one, I could basically drop the parentheses, and if I look, I combine 8x squared, and what's the other x squared? Negative 2x squared, right? Then I look, I can combine the negative 3x with the 4x, because those are like terms. Then I can combine the 6, the constant 6, with 4. Remember, you always take the sign that's to the left of the number. So when I read this, I read it as 8x squared minus 2x squared, which is 6x squared. Then negative 3x plus 4x would give me plus 1x, because negative 3 plus 4 is 1. And then 6 plus 4 would give me plus 10. Okay, now the next one, if I look again, I have x to the third here, okay? So the x to the third goes with the x to the third. The x squared, right? Are there any other x squareds? No, so I move on. Okay, so then I'll go to the x terms. 4x goes with negative 10x. And then finally, I have my constants, 3 and 1. Now I can go ahead and combine them. 16x to the third minus 6x to the third will give me 10x to the third. Then I have negative 6x squared. Oh, I don't have any other x squared, so minus 6x squared. Remember, if you add them and they're positive, you add them. If you add them, or if you add or subtract them and you get a negative, you subtract them. So then 4x minus 10x gives me minus 6x, and 3 plus 1 would be 4. Okay. Now, subtracting polynomials is not much different, but the first thing you have to do is you must distribute the minus sign. Okay, so when I look here, everything in this first polynomial will stay the same. So 9x squared minus 10x plus 1. Then I'm going to distribute the minus sign. When I do that, a negative times a positive would make that minus 3x squared. A negative and a negative would make that a positive 2x, so plus 2x. A negative and a negative would make that a positive, so plus 8. And now I can look to combine like terms. So 9x squared minus 3x squared will give me 6x squared. Cross them out, I've used them. And the next one would be, right, I have negative 10x plus 2x is going to give me minus 8x. And then 1 plus 8 would be plus 9. And this is what we would get. Okay, so let's look at the checkout problems. For these, I would like you to, kind of go and do these on your own, and then come check your answers real quick. So the first one here, if I look, 3x squared plus 4x squared is 7x squared. Negative 2x plus 3x, right, is going to give me plus 1x, and then 1 plus 2 would be 3, and nothing else can be combined there. All right, next, 5x squared plus 8x squared is 13x squared. 2x minus 5x is minus 3x. And then 2 plus 8 would be plus 10. All right, the next one, negative 2x squared plus x squared. That's the same as negative 2 plus 1, which would be negative 1x squared. Then plus 8x, and then 1 minus 5 would be minus 4. And we are done. Okay. Next, 11x squared plus 2x squared would give me 13x squared. There's only one x term, so it's just minus 5x, and then plus 6, and I am done. All right, and number 5, x squared, there's no other x squared, so I bring it down. I like to cross them out to let myself know I used them. 5x and 4x will give me positive 9x, so plus 9x. And then 2 minus 3 would be minus 1. So adding polynomials is pretty straightforward. Subtracting, or the difference between two polynomials, right, is not that much more difficult. A lot of times what I like to do, I'll do it two ways. I'll do this first one the way we did the examples up above. I have 3x squared minus 9x plus 4, and I'm going to distribute that to get minus 2x squared minus 2. Then I'm going to combine like terms. 3x squared minus 2x squared would give me 1x squared. Negative 9x, so minus 9x. Then plus 4 minus 2 would give me plus 2. And that's that. Now, the other way you could look at it is nothing's going to happen to the first one, but I'm going to change the subtraction to addition and just flip the signs of every term in the polynomial I'm subtracting. So now I read this as 8x squared minus 5x squared, which would be 3x squared. Negative 2x minus 2x will give me minus 4x, and then plus 2. And I am done. Okay, let's take a look at that, doing it that way again. I'm going to increase the size a little bit so that it's easier to see. So here, I'm not going to change anything in the first one. The second one, I'm going to change that to addition and change all of these signs. So now, 9x squared minus 2x squared would be 7x squared. 5x minus 4x is plus 1x. And then 4 minus 2 is plus 2. Here, boom, plus, and change all of these signs. So that becomes positive, negative, negative. So 12x squared plus 3x squared is now 15x squared. 2x minus 5x is minus 3x. And then minus 7. And the last one here. Okay, I'm going to basically change the signs, that to plus, flip all the signs here. Boom. So 2x squared minus 3x squared gives me negative 5x squared. 4x plus 9x is now plus 13x. And negative 6 minus 12 would be minus 18. And I am done. So basically adding and subtracting polynomials is pretty straightforward, but it is an important lesson for the next one. All right, go ahead, take the quiz, and let me know if you have any questions.